A big vocabulary or a specific vocabulary? Which is better to have?
I suspect that this video is likely to cause some controversy. After all, if you're learning a new language, who doesn't want a big vocabulary, right? Like vocabulary, it should be like shoes or cars, right? The more, the better. So today, I'd like to invite you to think about your vocabulary as a toolbox. Imagine that you're an electrician or a carpenter. Those people have a lot of tools, but they don't own every tool that a human being could ever buy. They just buy the tools that they know they're going to use because one, tools are expensive, and two, tools take up a lot of space and they're heavy. If you're going to invest in a tool, you want to make sure that it's a tool that you're probably going to use. And it's the same thing with words. It's good to know a lot of words, but words take up space in your brain, and an unusual word or a word that's not commonly used by your everyday English speaker, that might be taking the place of a word or expression that you could use more often or more successfully. Plus, there's another risk. If you write or say a word that native speakers don't use very often, it can cause a communication breakdown, and that's something that you're trying to avoid, both with everyday communication as well as when you're doing a language exam. So instead about thinking about having more vocabulary, think about splitting the language that you use into two separate categories. The basic category is the language that you need to use to talk about everyday things. The second category contains the language about the context where you need to use your vocabulary in terms of like work or higher education or with specific people in a specific field. Identify those words and expressions that you need that are specific to that area and keep them separate for those situations.
And as always, if you have any questions or any comments, don't hesitate to get in touch. I can be reached via email at detuatolearning@gmail.com or via Instagram at the handle @yourlangteacher. Thanks very much, and talk to you soon.